Hi Deepika, good evening. So yeah, I think people are online who are really interested and punctual to on the time. So let us start. I will ask just the viewers whether they are more comfortable in Hindi or English. If you want your questions answered in Hindi, please write comment in Hindi so I can understand that you want the answer in Hindi. Otherwise, I'll answer in English so many people will be covered in that. So I will start with my introduction. Hi Jai Prakash, good evening, very good evening. So I'll start with basic introduction. Who am I? Actually my name is Govind Soni and I'm a nursing officer currently working in AIIMS Rishikesh as nursing officer. In this February intake I was selected over here. And earlier my education have been done in one hi Gayatri, good evening. So my education have been done in Manipal College of Nursing from Manipal University in Karnataka. Other than that, I am really interested towards the nursing community. How can we come together and bring our people at the most what they can do the most out of them. So I am a volunteer. This counseling I have organized independently just to impart the knowledge which I have got throughout the journey, so other people other than me can get helped out. Hi Deepkaur, good evening. So let us start with the basic questionnaire. I have sent the delegates who have registered online. I have sent them one link so they can just go and register themselves. There in that one there was a questionnaire that will allow them to check what they know earlier, and after this counseling you will be able to again check your knowledge. So how much ever you have improved, you can check upon that. So if you have done that, well and good. If you not have done that, that also fine, there is no issue. I just wanted you to get oriented to the things which we are going to talk about today. Some of them I will recite here, what all the questions are there. So the topic of our today's counseling is Nursium online counseling for young nurses. What does it mean? See, putting this online counseling was very important, as I was getting many inquiries from some of my friends as well as some of my juniors, and even the seniors also, colleagues also are asking me this. Instead of telling each and everybody separately, I thought that I would be doing it on a broad level. So today we are together fortunately, and I'm really happy for that. Online counseling for young nurses 2019, AIIMS Rishikesh, ILTS, Japan, UK, USA, Australia, Canada, Netherlands, and how to proceed. This is all about the nurses. Okay, if you are seeking something else other than the nursing stuff, you won't get today here. Just the nursing stuff will be available today in this counseling. So I will start with AIIMS Rishikesh. In the questionnaire we have put some questions. They say first of all, you just get to know about this All India AIIMS, India Institute of Medical Sciences is one autonomous institution. So they take decision by their own. Nobody is regulating directly to them. And autonomous institutions decide exam pattern after approval by themselves. They are only the people who are deciding upon the pattern of the exam. Some of the people after this vacancy, they have started asking that whether there will be skill exam or not, and whether there will be interview. So I would like to tell you very frankly from my experience and the experience from all over the colleagues over here, the exam patterns are really varying every year. So we can't say every time the same question patterns will become in the exam. So you should be prepared for each and everything in the nursing stuff. And other than that, you will be also facing some other type of questions like English and reasoning and or maths and everything. So just be prepared for that. Another thing nowadays which we can see, the the examiners, who is setting the question paper, they are more leaning towards the practical experience. So if you have worked in clinical setting, you should be very keen to look out the things what are around you, so you can answer them correctly, including picture based questions and video based questions and critical thinking. You need there may not be direct questions which ask you like what is the normal value of potassium in a human body, adult human body. So then you might not see this type of direct questions. You might need to apply your critical thinkings in those questions. I think my audio is proper. Just let me know if it is not proper, if you are having any issue in the audios. So those type of skills you need to apply in the critical thinking. So just be prepared for the long questions. And some of you people are asking about NCLEX based questions. Yeah, you need to read them, and along with that you just go through practical skills also. Just don't be dependent on the books solely, because only the books are not going to help you anyways. You need to be very thorough about in the practical setting what the things are there. Even they give the question of Foley's catheter and they will ask you what is this, and the next question might be followed there might be a Riles tube and they might ask you what is this. So if you have seen in the clinical settings, you will easily identify, you won't have any issue. So just prepare like that. And another thing about the interview, according to one guideline of Central Government of India, for these type of posts, audible, okay, thank you Deepika for confirming that. About these kind of posts, interview has been demolished, okay. So nobody can take interview as such for the post of nursing officer in any central government institution, or most probably in any government issue. Imran Khan, any scope for nurses? There are many scopes. We are going to talk more about that, and you can also contribute if you know more. I'm having very limited time today, so we have set some basic criteria to talk upon. One is about the AIMS, and another is about going abroad to work, and some questions we have got from the delegates who have registered earlier. Hi Rahul. So we will be going to answer those questions. If you have your own questions, please type and let me know. I would really try my best to answer you. So yeah, where we were, yeah. So interviews is demolished. This is totally illegal if any institution is conducting interview as such. But skill test may be organized for you. So in the skill test, they may ask, or they may assess your attitude towards how you apply the theoretical knowledge into the real clinical practice, and they may take some OSCE or OSP type of exams also. So just be prepared for that. But mostly in our case it was not there. There were some rumors that there might be skill test, but we were not afraid at all from the skill test. So just be prepared for the skill test also. So there are chances. We can't say there will not be any skill test. So yeah, another thing, if you want to ask anything about the AIMS exams, you can ask right now. Otherwise we will moving towards the other exams and abroad things. We are having very limited time. Then I will take the questions which has been asked from the delegates earlier. So yeah, Imran Khan, in nurse practitioner, I would like to say, in the nurse practitioner, I was also very keen to go to nurse practitioner, and it is just started 2 years ago. So it is a point to debate again, because this is very new course, and this offers us post graduation as residential in critical setting. Yet another primary nurse practitioner in primary healthcare is still to come. But in critical setting, it is already there in some of the colleges, which we can see on which all colleges it is there. But as such, I have not heard that any corporate hospital or any government has established particular a vacancy or post for the nurse practitioners who are coming out. So another thing, the first nurse practitioners the first batch of nurse practitioners are still writing the exam. Let us see in upcoming, because without any candidate there will not be any vacancy. So let them come first to the field and let us see what happens. Okay, so Manoj Kumar Samaria, yeah, hi Manojji, good evening. What way that I receive INC registration number? So INC registration number, Manojji, there INC has started one national level stage for the nurses. It is initiative by the INC. The nursing and health is totally a subject of state government. It is not regulated by the central government. So state in our Indian scenario, we are having, I would like to tell other audience also what the question is all about. INC registration number, he might be asking about the national registration number, which with INC we are registering. Let me tell you the full form of that INC registration number. Yeah, so NRTS, he might be asking about the NRTS, National Registration and Tracking System. This is one central level, initiative by the INC to bring all the nurses on one platform. So, in the future they can combine all the nurses together as, in one country, one registration. Otherwise, as per now, we are having registration in each other state. We are having different registration and we need to go through. And there are some camps, and you can directly go to for the registration of INC, you can directly go to your registration counseling in the state. They will be able to, you need to take appointment from them. They will be helping you to get the INC registration, because only through the state nursing council you can get the INC registration done. I hope that Manojji, I have given your answer. More you can know about this registration on Indian Nursing Council website, that is indiannursingcouncil.org. On that, in right side, you can know more about that in about NRTS section, Manojji, if you would like to know more. Yeah, so any other question related to AMS in particular? If it is there, let me know. Otherwise, we are moving to IELTS. Yeah, so let us speak more about IELTS. IELTS is totally an English, international exam for English proficiency. So they check how much proficient you are in English speaking, writing, reading and listening. So this is not any nursing exam. You just need to be very clear about that. IELTS is an language examination. If you are planning to go to any English speaking country, that might be Canada, USA, UK, the other countries like Ireland, Australia, Netherlands. So if you are planning to go and work or study over there, you need to pass first IELTS. IELTS is of two types. One is academic and one is general. So if you are going to work or to study, mostly you have to undergo academic IELTS. That is having just a little difference, that there is no much difference in those patterns, but yeah, you need to attend academic IELTS for that, and you will be checked upon against your English speaking, listening, reading and writing skills. So recently I have passed my IELTS, so that latest pattern I can tell you is just like these four skills are tested, and you need to get registered upon their website ielts.org, or there are two companies, one is IDP Australia and one is British Council. So both of them are organizing the IELTS, so you can register on their websites and take the center nearby you and just appear for the IELTS exam. In the first day, or in one day they will be taking 12 to 15 minutes speaking exam, and in any another day that you can select, they will be organizing your you can't select the writing actually. Yeah, only the speaking exam you can select. The writing, listening and reading test will be organized on one particular day. for continuously 3 or 4 hours. That center you can choose accordingly, according to your own convenience. So there is question like, after can I do IELTS and just start working in abroad? No, it is not possible, because IELTS is only meant for the language proficiency. Other than that, you need to pass nursing exams also to work in abroad. For each country there is separate exam for the nursing. For example, if you are planning to work in Canada, you need to write some CRNE exam, but now they have made the NCLEX for that also. In USA they take NCLEX, that is also called NCLEX kind of thing, cliche. So in UK you need to write a competency test, that is first competency test is online, and that can be attempted from your own home country where it is available. It is theoretical part of the competency test, that is also known as CBT, computer based test. Another thing, hi Manoj, thank you for encouraging. So after that you also need to appear for one practical exam that will be conducted in the UK itself when you reach over there. That is also called competency exam 2 or OSCE. So after going that in UK only you can attempt this, but the first competency exam, that is also known as CBT, can be attempted in your home country. In India we can attempt it, and we don't need to go to UK to write that. So likewise in Ireland also there are some exams, in Australia also there are some exams, and in some countries you might need to do some courses which will bring your education to the level of their education. Certain countries think that Indian or other countries education is not matching the standard of their education, so they might make you to do some bridge courses like in Australia, that can be really costly. So you may need to undergo that also, and for documentation verification and everything you need to plan much. So in each and every country you have different scenario, so you need to be very specific about which country you want to go. Nowadays, if I would suggest you that, like, UK is having acute shortage of the nurses, and they are requiring a large number of nurses in UK. And Ireland also had the same scenario earlier but now it might have reduced there, because so many nurses have been immigrated over there. So UK is hiring the nurses, and fortunately people are going over there, then they are getting good life, or their dreams come up true. So other than that, Japan is also, I was talking about Japan is, Japan and Indian government has done one MOU with National Skill Development Corporation. So they are having one MOU that gives technical training, TITP it is called. So in that technical training you will be trained, and some companies are there which are helping NDRC, National Skill Development Corporation. Sorry if I am pronouncing it wrong, but this is National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC. Yeah, so they are helping them to hire the nurses. So there are even chances that nurses, including A&M and GNM nurses who are less than 30 years old, they can have a chance to work in Japan after some training of Japanese language. There are some old age homes which need young people to take care of their their population who is getting old. So there is also a scope for Japan. If you people are really interested, just explore that. And other than that, Japan we have covered. I am not getting any questions from your side, so I am just going on like passively. Other than that, UK I have told you, and you for UK and any other country, you just prepare for IELTS first. That should be your first step. After passing your nursing education, you just prepare for IELTS. There might be some different levels of proficiency they need. For example, UK is needing like seven bands in each, and overall 7 bands. In writing they are just asking 6.5. Other than that they need minimum 7 bands. So in other countries they might need some other bands minimum. So you just prepare for English speaking if you want to go to English speaking countries. Otherwise there is no need to go for English learning if you are planning to go in Japan or some Gulf countries, for UAE or Dubai, Abu Dhabi. They don't ask IELTS scores, so you can try over there also. So for them you need to IELTS. So that should be your first step. Prepare for English examination, that is called IELTS. Other than IELTS, if you can't go through IELTS, or if you think it is really hard for you, you can go for OET also, occupational English test, that is called. But this test is only for the health professionals and only accepted by some countries, few countries. This is new concept, but this is told like this is easier than the IELTS, because in OET they ask questions that is based upon the clinical scenarios, like patient and nurse, they are talking like that. The questions will be like that. So we as nurses, we are familiar with those things. So OET also you can go for like which all the countries are accepting OET is Canada, then UK, Ireland and Australia. They are accepting the OET English exam, so you can go for that also. Otherwise, if you can go through IELTS, that is well and good. IELTS result is valid for 2 years. Okay, so any other time also you can just explore some other countries if you don't get settled in one. So I would like to preferably you go for IELTS if you can do that would be my advice or suggestion as you take. Otherwise you can go for the OET also. So that is the process of each and every English speaking country. If you want to go IELTS or OET, then for each country there is separate examination. How do you know that for which country I need to write or how do I go through which process I need to go? So I would like to tell you that I don't want you to be dependent on anybody. Just explore the word, come out from the social media, come out from Facebook, Twitter, TikTok and everything, and explore the real things which are available on the internet. Just put which council or which institution or which body is regulating nursing practices in that country which you are going to work. For example, in UK there is a council, and nurses and midwifery council, who is regulating the nursing practices. So go on their website and see what all the things they need. So that's how you will be independent, you will be oriented to the real thing and the reliable information you will get. Otherwise from here and there you will listen to people may misguide you for their own benefits. So just go on the authentic the original website of that regulating body. Other than that, so once you go that and just look out what all the things are there. For example, UK I have told you already, NMC, and for USA there is board NCLEX. They are conducting for some states in over there. You might have to undergo CGMNFS also. And for Canada there are certain programs, accelerated entry programs also. You can really try that, but you need to have 1 or 2 years experience for after your degree in nursing. After that you can try IELTS or OET. Then you can apply directly and to go to Canada through that express entry program. You just search on the Google what is the express entry program for Canada immigration. There are certain good opportunities you can grab. But for UK specifically, I am talking about the UK because I have gone through this process and I have been selected over there. I would really I am planning to settle somewhere in there. So that's why I'm much talking about the UK. And they are in acute need. And other best thing is to go to UK. You don't need to be afraid. If you are GNM, also you can work in UK. If you are BSc, MSc, you can work in UK. Even GNMs also can work. That is the best part. But you have to undergo IELTS or OET. And experience also you don't need. Preferably you should have some experience. If you don't have also, you can try for UK. So the nurses who are just passed out from the nursing college or school, they can also try for UK. So that is the the most attracting thing about UK right now, because they are in so much need because of the Brexit and all scenarios which are going on there. For USA, just pass your IELTS or TOEFL and apply for CGNFS if it is the state which you are applying to. If you are planning to go there, they will conduct your bridge courses. They will verify your documentation and degree, everything. Otherwise, if the state don't need that CGNFS, you can directly write NCLEX exam right from India itself or the country which you are living. For the Nepal and all these countries, they might not have centers, so you can directly go on NCLEX website and just see what all the centers are available nearby. You just write your exam from here and apply for the visa next. Find out the online jobs are available over there. They are posting the online vacancies and everything. You can go through that. And this is not small topic, so I'm just going through basic blueprint, so you can just get oriented to the process. For Australia also, the same process for the English speaking and listening and all everything proficiency. You need to get really well versed with that. And OET also is accepted in Australia, so there might be some bridge courses you might need to go through. Just go to Australian nursing body which is going to there. And Canada also, I have told you, express entry and everything. Netherlands, they are having some programs right now. It is not really in need, but you might need to learn Dutch language, so just think about that also. Right now I am not really that much keen about Netherlands. I won't suggest you to go right now to the Netherlands if you are not having really much interest in that. And this was all about basic outlines in the limited time. If you are having any questions in that particular, you can ask over here. I will see on the chat. And other than that, now I will go to answer the questions which were asked by the registrants earlier. Not many people who are here have registered earlier, so I will answer them. Just let me read. Complete process of work in abroad, that I have already mentioned. I think this question was asked Dharmesh. Then okay, so there was one query that can I do MBBS abroad with working nursing job, because I have completed BSc nursing. So to answer you, Amit, be very clear about if you might have done the questionnaire which I have sent you to the email and your SMS also earlier. If you have done that, you might have got oriented really okay. Otherwise, if you not have done, just go through that link which I have sent, app.nursium wala link, and then go there and just try to do that questionnaire. You will get oriented to many things. I would like to tell you, getting MBBS done and doing a nursing job is really difficult, and I don't think it is really possible from the legal scenario also, because if you are going on working visa, like to work as a nurse in some country, you go there and you work there together. If the country is allowing you to do part-time MBBS course, then only you can do that. Otherwise you can't do that. And another thing, nursing job is really difficult, in some scenarios, like tiring. It is really tiring, and MBBS education is also really tiring. So you might not be able to cope up with that. Even if you can cope up with that, there might be some legal issues, because if you are going on working visa, then you just can work. Otherwise, if they are allowing education, you can find out, because you have not mentioned any specific country, so I can't tell you specifically that in that country if you can do or not. I hope that you will let me know more about which country you are planning to move. So that is not really that possible. One of my friend who is here also in the chat, Manoj Paliwal, He has done already his BSc nursing from one of the nursing college in Rajasthan, and afterwards he is now pursuing MBBS in some abroad, somewhere foreign country. So according to him, I have asked him yesterday, it is not really possible over there. Also in Tajikistan he is working somewhere, so it is not possible. And I don't know really why do you want to go for MBBS. You might be having some dreams or not, but you just explore nursing. This is really rewarding, my friend. But this is my own opinion. I don't want to mix my ideas with your ideas, but you can explore about that country. But in my knowledge, it is not possible really. Otherwise you do work or you do MBBS. You work for some time, you leave there and you just go for MBBS. That you can do always. The second question of yours was, I want to go to UK and USA for nursing job with my wife, but my wife education is BSc Maths. So what I understand from your question is, you want to take your wife along with you to UK or USA, and you want her also to work because you have mentioned the education of your wife. So BSc Mathematics is really good education. She can work in many areas. If she is really interested and talented and hardworking, she can get any job. It is not really needed that a nurse should get a wife who is really a nurse or in the medical field. That is contradicting to my own beliefs, but this is not really needed over there. So any if your wife is, whether she has done her education from mathematics or any other stream, she can really go with you and find out a job. It is not really difficult, and it should not hurdle your journey also. And about UK and USA nursing job, I have told you, my friend, if you want more to ask more things, you can ask right now here. Otherwise you can just explore. I don't want you to be dependent on somebody. You just go and explore the internet, what all the things are available over there. And for the way I have told you, just prepare for the English first, because it starts everything with the English if you want to go specifically for UK and USA. So I hope that I have answered your question, and if you are there, please let us know if I might answer something better. So let me know if I have not satisfied your question. Another question I am taking, the next question: want to work overseas but don't have time, don't have hospital experience in recent years. I have a good experience in teaching the nursing students. So teaching the nursing students, if you are having touch with clinical area, it is not at all a problem. If you want to go another next country as a clinical nurse also, it is not really a problem. I have seen many people who had worked as a tutor in nursing colleges and they are really working as clinical nurses in some abroad countries. I really know them personally. And if you don't have experience in recent years, just go. You have not mentioned which abroad country you want to go. For UK, if I tell you specifically, they as I have mentioned earlier, they don't even need any experience. Okay, in the last 3 years you might need some hours to do if you have done recently passed your exam. And as you mentioned that you are teaching already in the nursing field, so you are in touch with that. So just explore with the NMC for UK. Otherwise, just go to the the concerned nursing councils. You will get to know better. But it is not necessary that you should have clinical experience to get the nursing job, because you are already in touch in the the clinical tutors. They are going in the clinical field and they are working with the students. They are working bedsides. So you can go for that. There shouldn't be any issue for in that. Next question I am taking is, let me know about NCLEX RN and how can I pass it. See, NCLEX RN, I have told you, this was earlier for the USA. Now Canada also is accepting NCLEX RN. There are some good books available for NCLEX RN. Just first go for English exam, because if you are trying to move to any country and you are not from the English speaking country, like in India, basically the primary language should be English. In that you have to mostly appear for the English exam. So just prepare for IELTS, and then you just register yourself with the state council for the NCLEX, for which state. In USA, if you want to say, there are different states and each state is having their own regulation on the nursing practices. So yeah, thank you, Deepika. If I'm really satisfying the queries of the people, this is my professional duty. Thank you for encouraging. So just for USA, the which state you want to go, just go on their website and see how can you register for the NCLX exam. And NCLX exam, you, as I told you, you can write from India itself. From the Nepal, people also coming to India daily, they are writing the NCLX exam, so there shouldn't be any issue. You can always do that. And how can I pass this? My friend, I will tell you, there is no shortcut. Just work hard, read the good books available on the NCLX, and keep yourself updated with the latest nursing practices, because in the the Western countries, they are really keen to apply evidence based practices. So the books get older and they come to us. So just keep on reading the latest changes in the nursing. Also, they will help you. Other than the books, I will suggest you, don't really get dependent only on the guides and books. So the next question, studying or working in Ireland, New Zealand. Yeah, so studying is not a problem anywhere, because you are contributing to the economy of that country. They will welcome you. So any country, New Zealand, Ireland, or you may go to the UK and everywhere, you just you are welcome for the studies, but you need to show up some account balance. How will you survive over there, and how much amount you have with you of the money, so you can survive in that place. So you may need to show up some bank statements, and every procedure is there. But that also you need to pass IELTS in certain bands. How much bands you need, just go to the university which you would like to apply for, see what are the requirements for the IELTS and other English exams, and if they are having any other entrance exam, just appear for that. That you can know about from the university which you are trying to apply for in Ireland and New Zealand also. So that would be the broad way to apply for the studies. Another thing, just working. If you have asked two questions, studying or working. So for the working, I have told you earlier, in Ireland and New Zealand also, just prepare first for the English, then you go to the website of that country's nursing regulatory body and see what are their needs. And for the New Zealand, you can go to their website again. Ireland, they are hiring. There are also some agencies which are helping nurses to get to the countries, but don't fall for each and every agency. Just go with the credible agency, because people are really, not every person is credible here. So just use your conscience, and you can go with them also. Next question I am taking is complete process for work in abroad. That I have already covered, I think. Other options for me. So other options me, what question? Bhavna Arora. Yeah. So other options for me, I don't know what options you are looking for, Bhavna. I would really like to explore more into that question. If you are kind enough to explain that to me. I have not understand your question. I am really sorry for that. IELTS and OET, I have already. Mahi Seni. Yeah, Mahendra, I have already explained about IELTS and OET, and if you want to know more about that, you can request over here in the chat right now. Otherwise, we can cover it later in separate session if you wish, anytime if you request. So the next question. Okay, those were the questions asked from the delegates earlier when they were registering for this on OCYN 2019. So I have covered all the queries from the delegates, and if you have any queries right now, you can ask in the comments, or else we are going to stop it. We are going to finish this online counseling for young nurses 2019. This was really a voluntary what I say, try to impart my duties which I have towards my profession, which I am doing on a broad scale. So this was just a humble try to let other people know also what the things are going on, who are really in need. So you are really free to ask any questions. I would like to give you 5 more minutes if you can ask if there is any question, otherwise we'll go offline. And okay, so you can ask, think any question, just type and let me know. This thing for A&M, GNM, BSc nursing, for A&Ms, those A&Ms who are less than 30 years old, they can try for Japan if they are really willing to, and GNM also can try to go to Japan, and GNM people are also eligible to work as nurses, for example in UK, so you can try for that also, go for IELTS. BSc nursing, you are having a lot of scope, and I'm really proud to be a nurse. I can say that you don't really need to go for MBBS. The people who have done BSc nursing, they are my close friends, and they have done their BSc nursing and they went for MBBS because of their dreams. They are really they will, I have asked them their personal opinion, how they think now. So they are regretting their decision. Just go for the BSc nursing. Nursing is a rewarding field. And other thing, I always listen from my colleagues and friends, nursing is not good. This is very subjective decision, nursing is good or not. What would I say? If nursing is not good, then Florence Nightingale will not be there. She had everything, she wouldn't have come to the nursing. It is satisfying you, emotionally and ethically, morally. You can do a lot of things. And now if you are feeling that again, so just see the things which is making you to hate nursing, or you want to go out of the nursing. There might be some surroundings which is imposing the nursing as bad thing to you. So you might be in wrong place, but my friend, you are not in wrong profession. So just believe that. Rameshwar Lal Soni, hi. So just believe that you may be in the wrong place, but profession is not wrong. So just try for that. And if anybody is trying to work abroad and can't prepare for the IELTS and other things, English exams, you have scopes in Dubai, UAE and all. They are having their own separate examinations. If you have done that questionnaire which I have sent you in the link, you will get to know each and everything, where to go and apply for those. For Dubai there is Prometric, and for Abu Dhabi there is HAAD examination is held in India itself. So मैं अच्छा हूँ. So yeah, there you can try. Otherwise, for English exams, IELTS, that one is concerned. How do I prepare for IELTS? मैं कैसे IELTS के लिए प्रिपेयर करूँ? So भाई ये देखो कि अगर आपको IELTS प्रिपेयर करना है तो IELTS is not a big deal at all. I will tell you from my own experience. अगर आपने थोड़ी भी तैयारी कर ली तो आप IELTS कर सकते हो. This is just a language, bro. Another thing is रिसोर्सेज सीखने के लिए ऑनलाइन बहुत सारे अवेलेबल है. यूट्यूब चैनल्स, देर आर गुड यूट्यूब चैनल्स लाइक लीज एंड ऑल. यू कैन जस्ट गो सी देयर वीडियोज, सी द पैटर्न. एंड जिन लोगों ने रजिस्टर किया है अभी, जिन लोगों के मेल्स मेरे पास हैं, मैं उनको IELTS की एक ऑनलाइन क्वींसलैंड यूनिवर्सिटी का एक ऑनलाइन कोर्स है, सो मैं उसका भी लिंक भेज दूंगा. और जितने भी रिसोर्सेज मेरे पास अवेलेबल है मैं ट्राई करूंगा कि वो आपको भेज दूं मैं. सो लेट मी नो इफ यू आर रियली इंटरेस्टेड अबाउट टू नो अबाउट IELTS एंड यू वांट टू गेट दैट IELTS की चीज़ें लाइक बुक्स एंड एवरीथिंग. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग माई ईमेल, सो यू कैन शूट दैट ईमेल सो आई कैन नो दैट यू वांट दैट मटेरियल. सो ये देखो मैं अपना ईमेल टाइप कर रहा हूँ. आप मेरे को एक ईमेल कर दीजिए. आपको जो भी क्वेरी हो वो मेरे को ईमेल कर दीजिए. मैं ज़्यादा समय दे पाऊंगा या नहीं दे पाऊंगा, पर मैं आपकी हेल्प जरूर करूंगा। अगर उस समय दे भी नहीं पाऊंगा तो मैं ये कोशिश करूंगा कि इस तरह से कभी ऑनलाइन आके आपकी क्वेरीज सोल्व कर सकूं। मैं अपना ईमेल टाइप कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, तो आप वो ईमेल लिख लीजिएगा, उसके बाद आप उस पर मेरे को रिक्वेस्ट भेज सकते हैं जो भी आपको करना है। मैंने अपना ईमेल टाइप किया है, ये ईमेल पे आप जो ईमेल करके मुझसे चीज़ें पूछ सकते हैं और मैं आपकी हेल्प ज़रूर करूँगा इन टू माई लेवल बेस्ड। अभी मधु सिंह बार आई हैं, उन गुड इवनिंग ग्रेड जॉब ऑफिसर, थैंक यू मधु जी। सो अगर आपको ये भी कोई अनदर क्वेश्चन हो जो ऐसा आपको लगता है कि आप पूछना चाहते हैं या रह गया हो, तो ये जो मैंने आपको ईमेल दिया है admin@nursium.com, उस पर आप जाके मेरे को ईमेल कर सकते हो। nursium.com में मेरा ब्लॉग है, तो उस पर भी मैं कभी कभी इन्फॉर्मेशन डालता रहता हूँ, आप उस पर भी मेरे को चीज़ें पूछ सकते हैं। nursium.com ये वेबसाइट मैंने दी है। तो जिन लोगों ने ईमेल किया है मुझे, मैं उन लोगों को एक बार ईमेल वापस से करूँगा और पर्सनल इनके टच में आऊँगा। सो इन केस इफ़ दे वुड लाइक टू आस्क, आपने अगर जिस किसी ने फ़ोन नंबर दिए हैं अपने, तो मैं एक उनको मैसेज करूँगा थैंक्स का पर्सनली। सो अगर आपको कोई क्वेरी हो तो आप मुझे वापस कॉल बैक कर सकते हैं या मेरे को मैसेज पे भी आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, या अदरवाइज आप हमेशा ईमेल और जो वेबसाइट है उसके थ्रू आप मेरे से कॉन्टेक्ट में आ सकते हैं। सो आई होप आई हैव डन आई हैव कवर्ड ऑलमोस्ट मैनी थिंग्स इन दिस शॉर्ट टाइम। उसके बाद 1 घंटा भी नहीं हुआ, अभी 7:52 हुए हैं। सो इन दैट short time, this was the only possible thing which I can do right now. All from my side, and I really would like to thank you all for joining me and giving your precious time to me. Just let me know if you are having anything else. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Bye.